Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to my channel. Hope you are great. Disclaimer: this video reflects my personal opinions and commentary. It is not intended to harass, harm, or defame any individual. Content is for discussions and education purposes. So I am seeing a video of people talking about Charlie Kirk's status, like they are trying to unveil his status in New York in September, right? September 12th. So it's more like the anniversary of the day he was powered, right? And a lot of people are asking, why of all places, New York? And New York also do not want it from their own. They say they don't want that. But then, if they end up bringing it, that they will break it in a way that they will use it to pee because they do not have mobile toilets in New York. So I am going to also say that whoever that is working on that status, I don't know why the status is so yellow, like very yellow. And also, the way he sat that day, he was unalive because he sat down and was using the microphone to talk. He was holding microphone too before he was pow. So I am asking why was he holding that microphone? Because he was about to say radical black, and then that was the end of it. Guys, I am not laughing. I am just smiling. And he needs to, whoever that is the artist, I'm not trying to downgrade or degrade your job. You actually need to go back to the studio because he's too yellow. He is so yellow. Let's get into it.
I know you lying. I know you lying. Who approved this? Why y'all ain't talk to me? I know you lying. A Charlie Kirk monument in the middle of Times Square in New York City? Is y'all cool? Y'all can't be cool for real. Apparently, this statue or monument, whatever you're supposed to call it, is going to be unveiled on September 10th or something like that to honor his day of being unalived. I want y'all to know right now, I give it a week, and it's not even going to be us. You understand what I'm saying? The folks out here in New York, they not going to play that. They not going for it. I'm telling you, y'all going to think that we the ones that did it, and I'm telling you right now, it's not. Them folks out here is not going for that. Y'all really going to put his Jimmy Neutron looking at. Y'all really gonna put this man in the middle of Times Square in New York City? Bet. I can't. I'm excited to see how this goes.
A French sculptor that's trying to put up a statue of Charlie Kirk in Times Square, like in September. I've been seeing people like commenting on other people's videos talking about once he puts it up, it's gonna get taken down, people are gonna vandalize it, whatever. And then I see even people who like Charlie Kirk, like, don't put it up there, put it in Arizona, put it in Tennessee, put it in Utah. Y'all wasting your breath because he already knows that it's a bad idea. Because I went on his page and I commented, don't put this in New York, we're gonna burn it down. And look what he commented. You see what he said? Right there. So I'ma just leave this here and let my New Yorkers do what they do with that information. September 10th, Times Square, this statue, which is not even if this is your profession, I'm gonna need you to find a day job, because the statue is not even really that good anyway. But he plans on putting this monstrosity up. New Yorkers, do what y'all do.
New York wants to make a statue of this face they want to display to the public at all times. Ew. And I know Memdani promised us more public bathrooms, but unless you're gonna, I don't know, sculpt his face into a toilet, no one wants to see this on the streets of New York City. It's gonna be vandalized within minutes, if not seconds. And remember when Charlie Kirk went to New York City to talk shit about that new statue of the black woman? Yeah, that's karma. For one, he's dead. No one likes him. We don't need a statue. It's a waste of money, taxpayers, dollars. Imagine seeing this every day. Ugh. No, we don't need that. Ugh.
Charlie Kirk is coming to Times Square. Literally, this is a statue that an artist designed that is coming to New York's Times Square on September 10th of this year. Now, the statue has Charlie Kirk holding a microphone, as you can see here. It is an interesting choice, in my opinion, to put the statue in the heart of New York City, a city that was not very fond of Charlie Kirk, but it will be in the heart of Times Square. It's not a giant statue by any means, but it'll be there on September 10th. And truthfully, we'll see how long it lasts there before, if any New York City residents say, we don't want it there. Because even online, after the unveiling of the statue, you already had New Yorkers saying, get this out of my city, and it's not even in the city just yet. Now, this coincides with the anniversary of Kirk's death. It also comes as Tyler Robinson, the alleged assassin of Charlie Kirk, is now facing trial potentially in September. I'll have more updates for you soon. As always, spread the word. Follow along, stay up to date on all the news you need to know about. I'll have another update for you shortly. Charlie Kirk is coming to Times Square. Literally.
It's really nice to see how committed Zoran and the city are to expanding public toilet infrastructure, because we know this has been a problem, and especially in the Times Square area, it's really hard to find public toilets. So I'm really excited to join my other millions of New Yorker compadres and taking a piss on this as soon as they put it in there.
A Charlie Kirk statue in New York City. Like, are they just asking for it to get vandalized? Like out of all the places you could put a Charlie Kirk statue in, we thought Times Square, New York City, was the correct place. Like, are we talking about the same New York City? Like, the same New York City that just elected a progressive socialist mayor. Like, was El Paso, Texas not an option? Was there no spots in Mississippi for that bitch? Like, what are you talking about? I'll give that statue like 3 minutes before a dick is spray painted on its face. Like, its left arm is broken off. Like, I'm not gonna, that bitch is getting destroyed in like 2 minutes. Was the dude even from New York? Like, what's with the placement? How the fuck is Charlie Kirk getting a statue in New York City before Jalen Brunson? Like, what? That's fucking atrocious. Placing a Charlie Kirk statue in the middle of New York City is like the equivalent of you placing like a Kamala Harris statue in the middle of fucking Florida. Like, you're just asking for that shit to get pissed on, vandalized, bro. Like, you're just asking for it.
Someone is making a statue of Charlie Kirk.
Way they're not doing this for any other amount of attention.
The sculpture you see right here, this is a Charlie Kirk, and the guy that's making this statue, his name is Sergio Fornari. He's an Italian artist. Now, he's going to put this sculpture in New York City at Times Square, and it's set to be September the 10th, and that was the anniversary of his assassination. Now, I don't know if you hated this man for what he said. I don't know if you love this man for what he said, but he's always going to be remembered for what he said. As he tried to say things that people like, but some people didn't like, but he's always going to be remembered for that. Now, this artwork is remarkable. Whether you know this man or you didn't know this man, this artwork is remarkable. And it's taking time to do this. So, do you agree with this? Do you think this needs to be done? Spread the word about this and follow me for more.
New York City's about to get pissed off again because they're bringing in a new statue of Charlie Kirk. And it will be revealed on September the 10th at 2:23 p.m. That is the anniversary of the death of Charlie Kirk. Now, this statue was handcrafted by an artist named Sergio Fornari. And he's a well-known artist that was actually born in Sicily and came to New York City when he was pretty young. He is going to unveil this in Times Square in New York City. Now, it's not clear whether he is going to leave the statue or just unveil it for everybody to see. Here's a picture of the actual statue right here. So it's handcrafted. This is not like a mold, or this is all done by his own hands. If he leaves that statue in the middle of Times Square, I give it 30 minutes, literally 30 minutes, before it's ripped to shreds by every dumb MFer in New York City. Hopefully he's just unveiling it and he'll put it somewhere where it's safe. I hope he's not going to leave it right in the middle of Times Square to honor Charlie Kirk, because we know what most of the people in New York City feel about Charlie Kirk. So let's see what happens. Well,
so apparently they're trying to put a Charlie Kirk statue in New York, and apart from all the other reasons why you would think he doesn't deserve this statue, I think it's just flat out a bad idea, bro. Mind you, when Charlie Kirk passed away, he instantly got turned into a meme. Majority of people didn't like him, bro. He's still a meme till this day, and it's even worse when you go on Twitter. So imagine what happens when you put a statue of him in New York. Mind you, he's sitting in the same position he did when he passed away, by the way, when he got popped in the neck. I genuinely believe this statue isn't gonna last longer than a week, bro. This is the equivalent of putting a big paper on your back that says, "I'm an easy target, punch me." So either they're gonna have snipers on the roof guarding this statue at all times, or they're gonna have to put it behind some type of cage or something, because this statue is not going to be safe in New York, bro. This is genuinely a horrible idea. And it's not even me saying he doesn't deserve a statue. That's a whole nother conversation that I don't want to talk about. I'm just saying this is a bad idea. There's literally nothing good that can come out of this, bro. I'm just confused why they put him in the same exact position they put him in when he passed away, sadly, bro. Like, you already know what people are gonna do.
Why does he look like that? You decided to put up a statue of the guy who said the civil rights movement was a mistake in one of the most densely black populated and blue leaning places in America. And you made it ugly? Like, the proportions are way off. You got the face spot on. But like, the proportions are off, and no one's neck looks like that. Especially not his. I don't know if you remember, it was pretty fucking mangled.
Yeah, I don't see this actually happening. I don't understand why he deserves to get a statue, and the people who were unalived by ICE agents throughout the year don't. Even the one that just got unalived by ICE agents for nothing. Why does he get a statue over them? So apparently, a statue of Charlie Kirk is set to be unveiled in New York City on the 1-year anniversary of his death. So an Italian-born artist by the name of Sergio Fornari, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, handcrafted a metal sculpture of Charlie Kirk and planned to reveal it on September 10th at exactly 2:23 p.m., which marks the 1 year down to the minute of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Like, this man wasn't even born here, and yet he's so invested in Charlie Kirk. For why? I have no clue. This man says, as a New Yorker, sir, you're not a New Yorker. You weren't born here. You were born in Italy. Get it straight. He said he's revealing it in New York because everything happens here. And he feels that he is tight-lipped about the location exactly in Times Square as to where he's going to be putting this life-size statue of Charlie Kirk. I'm trying to understand who gave you approval to even put it up. And I don't see it staying up for long.
Not trying to burst your bubble, but I think I noticed a hole in your game plan.
Counting or not counting games?
Alright guys, I'm setting the bet right now. Over under 30 days before this shit is turned to ash and dust in the middle of Times Square. And of all states you could have chosen, you chose New York. The best case scenario is niggas melt that shit into the ground and start getting sturdy on it, hitting crazy ass dance moves. That's the best case. I don't even want to know what's gonna happen to this statue. All I know is that it won't last that long. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do feel bad for the sculptors that made this, because your work, your hard work is going to go right up in smoke. I can almost guarantee it. I'm not going to do anything, but you guys got to remember, you're in the concrete jungle. It gets wicked out there. It'll be a real shame. Listen, someone's not going to be there to guard it 24/7. So do with that information as you will. I'm not going to lie, this statue might get done worse than he did, for real. But hey, you can't say I didn't warn you.
So that Charlie Kirk statue, they want to put it in Times Square. No matter what, no matter how we cut it, regardless of who ends up vandalizing it, we all know it's going to get vandalized. Look at me and tell me that the statue of Charlie Kirk in New York City isn't going to get vandalized. It's New York. But it's just going to be a conservative talking point. They don't care who vandalizes it. They only care that it got vandalized in New York. And that's all that it will be. It'll be some new thing for them to complain about. It'll just reignite culture war frustrations between parties. That's all it's for. It's just fuel to a fire. So that's my 2 cents.
So this Charlie Kirk statue is set to be unveiled in Times Square, New York on September 10th. Just watch.
And the land is dark, and the moon is the only light we'll see.
That was a video posted by the Sculptor. They've announced that it will be there, Times Square, September 10th, and people are invited to go see it. In the comments of that video, somebody said he was a podcaster. The artist responded by saying Jesus was a podcaster as well. What? They've also tried to set up a bunch of different fundraisers for the Sculptor and the statue to raise $150,000. They've raised $1,462. The statue doesn't have a permit. It's not sanctioned by Turning Point USA. This Sculptor is just doing it. He's just gonna place it in Times Square and hope for the best, I guess. In Times Square, in New York, they thought it was a good place to put this statue. I give it maybe 10 minutes. I don't think it's gonna last much longer than that.
Mind you, these are the people that had a George Floyd statue. Took down other statues that were quote-unquote racist. And here he thinks it's funny that people want a fucking... Some people want to put a fucking Charlie Kirk statue in New York. I don't think it's funny at all. Just shows how demented and depraved and mentally ill the left is. As far as, oh, it's gonna last 10 minutes, well, we'll see. And if it does last longer, then I'm glad. I mean, if it doesn't, you can just probably do like the poll and just fucking put gates over it so people won't have to bother it. So, you know, but of course, liberals and Democrats want to destroy property because that's what they like to do. So, it's going to happen, I'm sure, because these people have done so much damage to property. It's ridiculous. And they hate anything that's Republican. They hate anything MAGA. They hate anything American. So, we'll see.
Got from this video. This statue looks so funny. I was just holding my laptop. There was a girl that did look. That's the teacher. Like, let me try to do it again. I'm so sorry. I don't have his kind of gum. So, but at least you know what I am saying. Hi, you see, you know what? I am really very much invested in this particular story. I am laughing so hard in my heart. I will keep you updated as long as I am alive. September 12th. I am going to come back here to tell you guys if the statues aired or not, or if people kicked it, because people will kick that shit away. Seriously. Like, what? And I am not trying to be disrespectful to whoever that did the artwork, right? But why is he so yellow? Why is he so yellow? Or you are still working, like you are not yet done. Like, we are going to see the work maybe when you unveil it. Because at this point in time, I think the work is not completely done. Yeah, okay. Another one is why did you choose the way guys, please, I'm sorry. Why did you choose the position he sat that same day before he was Pe0ple's, right? Why did you choose that same position? Because he was about to say black radic, and boom, that was the end of it with the microphone. You know, at first, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. At first that day, I thought that was like that was a joke. And then, you know, the live Pe0ple was all over internet. Do you guys? The live Pe0ple was all over internet till they started removing it one after the other, till it was completely gone. It took days, but yeah, it was online for a day, 2 days before they completely swept it off. Yeah. Sometimes that thing you are supposed to do, I am not supposed to say this, but yeah, let me say it. You know, when you are in a position and there is something you are supposed to do that will benefit other people, and people actually needed it, but because you did not need it and you think it's not important, that might actually be what will end you. Because I remember back then, I gave so many examples of back then governors in Nigeria. I read all that online. You know, how governors, they fly private jet, first class, and all that. So there is a particular road that has really been very bad in his neighborhood. And I think it was that road that also unalived him or someone really very close to his family. So sometimes when people leave what they are supposed to do because they think it's not going to affect them, it will in the end. That was what happened to this man. Yeah. So I will keep us updated because I am see guys, don't think I am joking. I am very much invested in this particular one. Let's see how it runs because I want to see that show. Bye for now.